Geronimo, Fort Thomas. Somebody took off, I forgot her name. Let's talk some American history and why this is relevant with racism from the past and still happening and being marketed now. You come to a historical marker on the side of the road, find things like this. Geronimo, named for the rebellious medicine man who led the Apaches on their last raids to surrender and then into exile in Florida and Oklahoma. Trail of Tears. Their descendants lived in eastern Arizona again. This was also the site of the original Camp Thomas, established in 1876 to keep Geronimo's tribesmen on their farmlands along the Gila River. Let that sink in for a minute. This is a historical monument to say why Native Americans, the indigenous people, why forts were needed. The beautiful thing about Fort Thomas, it got moved multiple times. The military couldn't keep up the funding for the building. They all got malaria from a pool around here, not a swimming pool, but a spring or something similar to that, a well. And eventually they had to shut it down, even though it had 27 buildings. But these are the roadside markers you're going to get. From whenever this was built, where things like this happen, where Americans, colonizers, us, me, this color skin here, and anybody else that doesn't understand any form of indigenous culture or history or the Wild West, doesn't understand that these are tied together. This is why I put this is history and never forget. They are still here. Whether they are descendants of Geronimo, descendants of, I'm going to go see Chief Bayless, B-Y-L-E-S, the sacred grounds over with the Apache that are being taken at Oak Flat for the copper mine, same copper mine that destroyed a 45,000-year-old ancestral ground in Australia. I'm a little irritated, can you tell? This is America. This is history. Like it or not, I don't like it. I don't like the way it's represented, but it still goes. Like this is basically saying the U.S. government and the newer America, founded America, is better than what it was. That people like this were rebels. No, they weren't. They were protecting their homeland, their way of life, their culture. We still have that fight today, but we decided to use it with different types of religions. And that's more important for a lot of people than stuff like this. I got 2 more spots I'm going to go to. I'm glad I saw this because I passed by the town of Fort Thomas because they got their just dues by malaria and getting that place shut down. Fort Defiance is gone too. Every fort in America has bad history to it. Check it out.